Hi, welcome on the stream. And today I'm gonna actually finish installing the entire system of my heating improvements. And as I was saying, I'm gonna use the ice cream box because that's the best I could find. Or right now, of course, I could actually go to the hardware store and buy some actual electrical box, but I'm not gonna go anywhere just for that. So yeah, I'm just gonna use this box. It's plastic. It's sufficient size, more than sufficient even. It will fit everything without any problem. And it even has a lid. So yeah, everything should be fine with that. Let's start the writing practice with ovals again. I have to remember to clean the fountain pen tomorrow. Actually, not even remember. I'm gonna write it down right now. Tomorrow, clean the fountain pen. Okay, continuing. Now it's not writing again. What if I push it a bit? I don't actually think I ever tried the normal front position. Now the words. One thing I'm not sure about is if I actually have the wall sockets, because that could be the main problem. and mine. There is no I in here. And that I also messed up. Okay, concentrate. Okay, next page. And this is 22, 23, and start with uses. Maybe it's going better if I hold my fingers more extended, not cramped like this. And the last set. Okay, and that's it for today of the writing practice. So yeah, that's done. Okay, next task. A lot of cables in here. Let's bring the camera a bit higher. A bit higher, further away. Maybe even higher. Because right now, I feel like my head would be cut off. Maybe it will still be cut off, and I can't really see anything. Okay, the monitors. I have to rotate the stand. That's a bit awkward. I feel like it would be better if it was somewhere in here and even more of a top-down view. Something like this, maybe? Okay, I can get rid of this. This definitely won't have to be that long. For now I can... maybe I will cut this off right against those connectors. Okay, and for now this goes on top in here. this side in here. Okay, so I want to attach this somewhere in here as the electrical box substitute. It will look a bit stupid with all of this text in here, but it is what it is. And I have some wall anchors in here. This is for 6mm drill, I believe. Yeah, 6mm. Do I have the correct drill bit in here? Yeah, this is 6mm. And also 5, 6. I have to make the holes in the actual box. I don't really expect those holes to be level. And I think they are roughly level. Now something to write. And a level, because the box itself I do actually want to be level. Or at least roughly. So that it's not embarrassingly not level. I like this marker. It has a very long tip in here. Or maybe not tip, but the end section, and it's the same diameter as the writing end. So I can go into very narrow holes. It's I think like actually designed for stuff like that, for like mounting stuff, marking the holes onto the wall. And hammer. I think it's not completely level, but also it doesn't seem like I can straighten this out at this point. I did have this like a special tool, however that's called. Somewhere. I don't know where. So as a substitute, I can use this drill bit. Okay, I think that's good. And then I will need this on this side. Do I have a step drill bit? Okay, there is one. Oh, that's broken. Is there unbroken one? No. Maybe it will still work. Or maybe I will just use a normal drill bit. So this maybe 6 will be good. Hello, East Side. Putting holes in the wall. Yeah, it's not like it's the first time. Oh, without dehammering. And I'm using perfect substitute for electrical box, which is the ice cream box. Because I'm not gonna go to the hardware store to buy some actual electrical box. I don't feel like going anywhere. Now this, and here I can put one hole below, maybe with a smaller drill bit. One hole below. And then here, do I want below? There is not a lot of space. Okay, so this goes in here. Again, this goes in here. And this side, this goes in this hole. I have to finally fix this. Now I'm thinking about that. Do I actually want to put those connections in the box? Because they will be connected to the to this power supply in here. Actually, what did I do with it? I had this this like mini power supply that was, I believe, actually 12 volts, and I need 12 volts in here. Okay, here. Output 12 to 15 volts, and doesn't list current. I assume this is probably not enough. So yeah, I will connect this to this PC power supply, and this power supply I want somewhere below, so the cables in here probably also will go somewhere below here, and this will be only AC stuff. Okay, that's good. Now let's put some solder on the end. And connect this back. Okay, so back to this. I can cut this off, maybe somewhere in here. This also somewhere in here. Do I have this special electrical knife somewhere in here? I don't see it anywhere, so some improvising. This is not my favorite way to remove the outer insulation, but it works. and in here. And of course, I don't think I have any actual electrical connectors. What kind of improvising can I do now? Maybe something with this. I mean, I can... Oh. I think this will be a bit problematic. This was an absolute failure. Like, more than failure. Now I have those ends completely stuck in here. Okay, how about the other one? Where is the other one? I think I just completely... Oh, here. Maybe I didn't lose it completely. Now, very carefully, Okay, I found my Thai chili plants. Something very exciting. That's nice. Maybe someday I will finally do some gardening. Someday. But I don't think I will even do any gardening on this house. Maybe when I will move, so probably in like 10 years or something. Yeah, those cables, those wires are just completely stuck. Maybe if I put some solder at the end, that should make them stiffer, and maybe this will help. I don't think this is really something that's meant to be reused, like at all, ever. And also, this is not meant to be used with just solder, like solder stranded wires. This is meant to be used with actual solid core. Two types of paper. Yeah, I figured. Okay, this just broke. And this also broke. I could technically use the front. I think two of them will fit in here, but then how am I supposed to connect the third wire? I don't think I could connect 3 wires in here. What are the other options? Maybe I could use those. Like put those screw connectors on a piece of PCB and put a lot of solder on the bottom, and then cut off the rest of PCB. Where is this one PCB that was already partially cut off? Okay, I got it. Okay, and now I can cut off the rest of PCB. And maybe also I could put some hot glue in here on the bottom. Do I have hot glue gun in here? I do. So that's one problem solved. And I think I will still need one more of those. So 2 more screw terminals. Onto the PCB here. And looks like we have an ad. That's another connector. Okay, this is also done. So I covered the bottoms, both of the bottoms, with a layer of hot glue to prevent any kind of shorts. And it's still quite hot. It's very hot. It got glued onto the table. Okay, this is mostly solidified. So this one, I can remove the insulation from the neutral here and here. Connect them to the terminals with this screwdriver. Actually, this is too big. It doesn't fit. Some smaller screwdriver. Do I have a smaller screwdriver? In here right now? Looks like I don't. Okay, so I hope that this will be good. Does it fit? It does fit. Okay, now this. Into here. I have to loosen this. And now, because I'm using this, and it's quite wide, and there are those relays that are sticking out, I can't turn all the way through. So maybe for that I should actually go home to get a better screwdriver. Just double checking if I don't actually have anything else in here. And yeah, I don't. So I guess be right back. I will go home, get a screwdriver, be right back, and yeah, be right back the third time. Okay, I'm back. I have this, and walking outside is so horrible. There's so much ice. It's so easy to trip. Okay, so this was the Phillips head. This one I think should be good. One goes in here. One in here. And then with this this other connector, I want to connect the other side. One in here. And let's cut this off somewhere in here, here. Okay, so this one is ready. And then I should probably finally check if I do have some wall sockets. I don't have anything in here, but I believe There is one unused on this wall in here. Yeah. I guess I could just disconnect that other one and take it down, put it somewhere in here. And I hope that I can connect stuff to it independently, because one, I would like to connect to the relay, so that would be for the power supply, and the other one I would like to be connected directly to the grid in here. So that would be for powering the actual microcontroller in here. Yeah, I will try to take it down. So I'm not gonna take the camera, that will be very cumbersome. So just like kind of be right back. I'm not completely away, but nothing will be visible on the screen. Oh, it goes like that. In this electrical box, there are no connections. It goes directly into here. Oh wait, now I remember. Yeah, this I believe is connected actually to the UPS. Now I want to check if there is electricity in there. Okay, it's off. So I didn't even need to mess around in electrical boxes. That goes in here. Let's take this screwdriver. It's quite cold in here. It is, I guess, technically a separate room. It's a very tiny room, barely enough space to turn around. And the temperature is much lower than in here in the main workshop. I guess I need better insulation on the door, like main entrance door, because this one is letting, or maybe not necessarily this one, but as it is right now, it's letting out of coldness. I'm losing a lot of heat through the door, I would assume. Maybe I have to install some better seals. Okay, the second part. What did I do with the rest? Oh, here. And now the third part. Oh, looks like for this I will need flathead screwdriver. Okay, so now I have wall socket, and I can separate two of the sockets. So I think I want this. I will want a mirror in here. So maybe this should go below like that. Yeah, and I think I will route the power through the bottom. Where is the marker? Luckily these walls are super soft. Maybe I should go a bit deeper to the end of the drill bit. Okay, now it goes in. And the screws. Okay, it's solidly in place. With this and this. And yeah, I think this one will be permanently on. Or maybe no, this one will be permanently on and this will be for controlling the fans. I need a bigger hole in here. Actually, maybe this should be on the top in here, and this hole I can use for USB. I want the input on top to keep all of those connectors on top.
Que sur terre il est de merveilleux matins clairs. Je savais que pour moi ta chanson chanterait notre joie. Et quand tu vais vers moi, le vent de la paix, quand ton amour m'offrit la sûreté de tes yeux, le jour avait repris son plus bel
Okay, this is connected. And then for this other socket, first of all, I want to connect the ground. This connection can stay. And in here. Okay, so this goes back in. And then for this one, I think I still want to use this cable. And I have to connect the other relay. Then, as with the other ones, it can be at roughly this length. Maybe it's a bit too long. It will stick out too much. Okay, that's done. And now this cable, this has to connect. Actually, the neutral connection also can stay in here. So yeah, in that case I will be using entire 2-wire cable, but I will be using only one wire of the pair. Let's even cut off the other one. This goes in here. And connects to this relay. That will be the input, that will be the output. I think this hole will be enough for 2 wires. Yeah, it definitely will. Maybe that's a bit too long. Okay, so this one is ready. Now this one. Okay, so this goes in here. And this side is ready. I have the ground connection in here, the neutral wire, and the live wire going from the relay in here. Now here. Okay, that should be entirely ready. I have the input in here, the neutral wire, live wire, and this is connected to the input side in here. Then the output, this goes to here, to the relay. Relays are connected to the actuators. I think that will be it. And then I of course have to connect some actual electrical cable, you know, connect this side to the grid from the bottom. And then I can connect this probe. Where is the temperature probe? Here. I can put the probe in here and to the hole that I already made. Not really for that purpose. Okay, and this I can just stick to the surface of the radiator in here. So this will be fine. And then the USB cable. I have a charger in here, and this of course comes with USB-C, and the microcontroller is of course for micro USB, because it's always the opposite cable to what I need. Will this one be long enough? If I put this in here, then this is definitely not long enough. I have to look for something longer. Okay, I have a micro USB cable in here, and it is fairly long. I hope that it works. Because it is quite possible that I have some broken cables in here. Hello, Vosen. And also, this is a bit too long. Maybe I will connect this from the bottom. It's quite amazing how dull this drill bit is. I think drilling with my finger would be easier. Does it work well? What is it? Like this entire system, I think. I haven't tested it completely thoroughly. The fans themselves do seem to work pretty well, or at least they improve the airflow in here, and they pull more heat out of the radiators, which is quite kind of feels obvious, quite intuitive, because you know, if you want to cool something down, then you pull air through it, like with computer heat sinks. This is still not big enough. Where is this step drill bit? So yeah, the fans themselves do seem to work pretty well, but I haven't tested the actuators yet, my code for actuators, because this actually requires all of the live connections in here, and I wasn't testing that. Okay, this is in now. Okay, so I have the temperature probe in here, the USB power for the microcontroller. I guess I can connect all of this. So 5 volts. Where was 5 volts? I think this one. This one goes up in here. Into here. Maybe this is not actually 5 volts. Also, what happened in here? Yeah, this is one massive short. It doesn't want to focus. Okay, it seems that it just can't focus on this PCB. Maybe it's because it's too shiny. But yeah, in here there is a massive short that just appeared. I have no idea where that came from. Okay, now it's fixed. So back to the actual stuff I was doing. This is supposed to be connected to 5 volts. Yeah, I believe this side. This is connected to the bottom, and the bottom is 5 volts. So it's in here, and the second from the edge. Second from the edge is plus 5 volts. I have to actually open all the terminals. Again, 5 volts, second from the edge, and here then it connects to here, so about this long. Maybe they are a bit too loose. Well, it should be better. Okay, and the other side, a bit more. Okay, so now those two go in here and to the open terminal. And into here. And now the ground connection. Ground is first one from the edge on the microcontroller board. Then into here. I cut my fingernail a bit. And this goes in here. Okay, so those are the power connections, and now the actual signals. What was the order in here? I mean, I can always change the order in software, but the default order was, I believe, the bottom one, so D7 for the fans, and this is the outermost in here, and this is no, this is the relay for the fans. So let's connect the outermost in here. Into CH2, because this is on CH2, connected to CH2. And after all of the connections are done, I think I will glue everything to the back of this box with hot glue to keep everything in place, prevent any kind of shorts. Now CH1 and CH2 in here. These are two actuators, and the order of those doesn't really matter. I think I won't be doing any video editing after all today. It's going quite a bit slower than I expected. Okay, then this connects to here. And the last one. Now everything is connected in here. Then this temperature probe. The yellow should go on the left, I think. Yeah, on the left. Like this. Then the bottom USB cable. Maybe I won't even need to glue everything or anything. Everything seems to stay in place pretty nicely. Okay, do I have to do anything else in here? Those relays are connected. These actuators are connected. The temperature probe is connected, USB. I guess that's it. And the box itself. A very professional look with ice cream. Okay, now in here. I have to connect this, of course, somehow. And this. This power supply will go somewhere in here, and those cables have to connect to those cables. I could even solder them together. Maybe. And also I still don't know how am I gonna attach the power supply to the wall. First, the power in here. Do I have some cable, preferably with a plug? I have one cable in here, but that's broken, and I don't know where, if somewhere close to the plug or not. Actually, I have this cable. It is a bit thick, very thick even. But I should be able to pull this out. Okay, now on the other side. Pull it out of this box. I believe it was this cable. That's very tight in here. I have no idea how I managed to put everything in there. Okay, some progress. Almost. Now, last stretch. And I got it out. With the help of this fireplace hook. Okay, so this I want to attach from the bottom in here. My hands are super dirty. Okay, that's enough. Actually, let's just leave it on. And then I want to attach this. The length. This is actually the cable that was attached to here just a moment ago. But it was attached from the top, so the lengths of all the wires are not correct. Like, this is the shortest one, and now it should be the longest one because it will have to go up. Okay, and let's see. This will go around on the top, like this. This will go in here, and this in here. Okay. Now the bottom. Now, is this secure enough? Yeah, looks like it is. Luckily. And the last connection. This is definitely thicker than it needs to be, because this is 2.5 millimeters squared, I believe. And there is no way that this could like take that amount of power. Okay. Now this. And as a result that it's so thick, it's very stiff, very hard to put it in place. Yeah, everything should be fine. So let's close it. So I guess we can test this out. Plug this in. And then also plug in the power supply, like this power supply. And to here. This is connected. Yeah, so now the other way, other end of that cable into the wall outlet. Okay, I have to check on my phone if it does connect to Wi-Fi. Doesn't look like it. It is powered on. Maybe there is some interference from this cable because it's like practically on top of the Wi-Fi antenna. But I don't think it should make that much of a difference. That it just wouldn't connect at all. Yeah, still unavailable. How about connecting it to the computer? The extension is in here. So now it's the microcontroller is powered on, but there is no AC in there. Maybe just this would fix the problem. Let's see. Still not available. Is there any output? I can't see anything. Okay, I have to angle the monitors more towards me. Oh, let's see. Documents, projects, heating, source, main. Does anything happen in here? Looks like nothing. That's interesting. They just like randomly broke. Okay, now this won't work. I have to disconnect the temperature probe. Looks like now it works. For some reason. Maybe I connected the temperature probe wrong. Like backwards. .3, and this is red, so yeah, that should be fine. Again, reset. Huh. Maybe there is some problem with the temperature probe. Some like booting problem. Now that I think about it, I don't think I ever tried to boot the microcontroller with the temperature probe plugged in. It is quite possible that that it can't have anything plugged in on D8 on boot, and especially not pulled up to the 3.3 volts. But anyway, now I think if I plug this in, plug this back in, I should be able to turn on the power supply. Maybe. Yeah? Oh, is there a short? Like on those wires on the output? If I plug this in here, this does work. And now it doesn't. Maybe there is some connection issue. Let's unplug this and check with the multimeter. Yeah, this is nothing. Okay, now I want the neutral in here and live. This is 230. This is nothing. Huh. Is this relay not working? No, this should be channel 2. This is connected to channel 2. 230. 3. How about now? Still 3. 3 volts. Okay, how about actuators? Turn on heating. And now everything is turned on. So let's see. Here the neutral, and this is 230, 230. So that's good. And also, just to be sure, this is 0, this is 230. So those, the actuators should be working without any issues. But this, this I will need to fix. And also, let's check the D7 pin. Here, WeMOS D1 mini pin out. D8 high on start. Okay, I guess I have to plug this in somewhere else. Very helpful. Maybe on D1. I don't think there is anything wrong with D1. Which one was that? The middle one of this. Mouse. What is this? Not pull down. Not pull down, not pull down. Boot fails if pulled high. Warnings like that should be on everything. On every single pinout. If low, and D1 doesn't have any warning. So yeah, I will have to connect the temperature probe to D1. And does it have one wire capabilities on D1? Or here? I don't see anything in here. Here. This is PWM. But I think like one wire and PWM were like the same pins, had this capability of one wire and PWM. Yeah, PWM I squared C one wire. And looks like D1 should be fine. Okay, so what was I doing here? I wanted to check this. This is unplugged. Let's see, what's wrong in here? It is quite possible that just the relay itself is broken. Let's try to connect to the other one. To channel 1. Okay, that should be fine. Unplug the temperature probe. And let's plug that in. See if now it will work. And here, and here. Okay. Do I have anything in here? Now it seems to work. So yeah, it is very possible that this relay is broken. Or maybe the connections or something. Turn off, 0, on, 230. And just to be sure, if I plug in this, now it's working. Now it's not working. Working. Not working. Eh? Did I break the relay? I think I broke the relay. I think I broke 2 relays. Yeah, it's 3 volts again. Where are those relays? And think about max load. Two amps. Maybe this pulls more than 2 amps? This power supply? In that case, I think somewhere I should have like normal mechanical relays, not solid state relays, somewhere, maybe. How is it possible that I had so many relays? I replaced them all with the... I had so many mechanical relays, I replaced them all with the solid state relays. And now I don't have any mechanical relays. I have this, which is not really ideal, and also this. For that I will need some additional circuit, or maybe not even a full circuit, but just a transistor. And and 2 resistors, because this will probably pull too much power, or maybe not. I guess I can check that. First, unplug the plug. Let's see. Also, there are a couple of jumpers, quite a few jumpers, and I have no idea what they do. OS1, OS2. This is, there is nothing in here. Timer, time adjust. It seems pretty complicated. I guess it has some additional functionalities. Okay, now let's see if this will be enough. This won't be enough, as I thought. So yeah, I need additional circuit for that. I will have to control this through a transistor. Here I have 10 kilo ohms. Okay, so the circuit would be something like this. The transistor, of course. And this would connect to the ground. And in here, I want the like output or the input, plus 5 volt input into the relay. So yeah, this would be output of the circuit. Here the resistor. This would be normal 5 volts. 5 volts. And in here, this would be connected to the output of the previous circuit that I already have. So it would be either connected directly to ground. Like, yeah, basically something like this. To ground, not really exactly directly, and some input in here, and this is 10 kilo ohms. and this is again 5 volts. So maybe I don't even need any resistor in here, because I already have one in here. 10 kilo ohms. And then I have to figure out what to put in here. So yeah, let's see. This would be 0.7 here. Here would be 4.3. 4.3 and 10. Which way was that again? VIR. So V divided by R gives me I. Oh yeah, so this would be like roughly half a milliamp going through here. And I don't know, let's say actually now I think about this, this can't be very big, because otherwise it doesn't really even make any sense. Okay, I will just try something out, see what works. Let's see, how about 1 kilo ohm? Will this work with 1 kilo ohm? This is VCC. Wait, did this? Oh, here. I want to check in here. Okay, maybe. Actually, maybe not. The power in here is shining, but it doesn't do any switching. Unless there is something with this timer. The other way. No. Does it work directly? It feels like it's not switching at all. Maybe this relay is just not working. Not working at all. Or I don't know how to use it. Anything else? Will this be another day without finishing this project? Yeah, I don't see any relays in here. So what to do with this? I could connect another SSR relays, but they are all rated for 2 amps, so they will all be blowing up. AC input. Well, it says that AC input is 3.5 amps. So I assume that's only that's only peak. But maybe it is peaking when like right after connecting to grid. Do I have any other power supply? What is that? The screwdriver. Power supply. I don't think I do. How about here? I have a box with power supplies in here, different types, but I don't know if they are not all broken. Volt, 1 amp. And this is, like, how much power do I need even? 12 volts for 013, 015. Yeah, let's assume that all of them are point 0.15. So 1, 2, this is 7. And there are 6 on this side. So 13. 13 times 0.15. This is 2 amps. So this one is too small. This is probably 5. Yeah, so even if they all work, which I doubt, nothing is suitable in here. Nothing is suitable size. The actuators should be working without any problem, but this power supply issue is quite tough. Like it would be fine if I had mechanical relays instead of SR relays, and it would also be fine if I had some better power supply that wouldn't draw so much current on the first power on. But I don't have either of those. So I think this just won't work. With my current equipment, materials, I don't think I can do anything in here. I guess for the next time I will order some mechanical relays, and then also fix this part, the temperature probe connection. And for now I will have to continue to plug this in manually to turn it on. Okay, but still I can connect those two wires, I guess those four wires, 2 connections. They would connect somewhere in here. So somewhere in here I want to solder them together. And now can I connect everything in here at once? Ow. Will this fit? Maybe. I don't know if the connection is good. Now where is the other one? I definitely have to buy finally all of the wagon connectors, all the other kinds of connectors. I ran out quite a while ago and I still didn't buy the new set, new batch. Mostly because they are so expensive. And it hurts so much when I'm spending this amount of money. No, I think this is too small. The opening in here is too small. Maybe I will use two screw terminals again. Just one, and then solder the ends. Solder the ends like this. This is probably not visible. Still not visible. Yeah, I think this camera just, or maybe cameras in general, have problem with with focusing on shiny stuff. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know if they do, if this is a common issue. I'm just guessing. Because it seems that when I have problem with focusing on something, it's usually shiny stuff. All of these solder joints. Okay, so one connection here. Okay, and now if I connect this, without the shorts preferably, right in here, and of course the other end. Now the fans work, and yeah, at least now I have the outlet in here, close to the actual fans. But that will have to wait for the next time. But at least I can continue with other thing I wanted to do, which is to hang this mirror in here, because it was just laying around for quite a while now. This is at like beginning of this curve. I want this, of course, above all of this stuff, but as low as possible. So the beginning of this curve, so probably somewhere in here. And just to be sure, I will also mark this on the mirror. It's quite heavy. Yeah, this is roughly on this opening. So now some measurements. Do I have some piece of wire? This is long enough. Okay, so roughly in here, this is the middle. And then how wide is this? And is this level? This would be level here and here. Maybe I will close this so that all of the dust doesn't get inside. Oh, this is still connected. with USB cable. I don't want to create any shorts. And now the holes. This was a bit tougher. What's the length of the anchors? Okay, that should be more than enough. Now in here, and maybe I will mute the microphone. This seems a bit loud. Okay. Now those anchors. I assume this should be good enough to hold this in place. How about the distance? Maybe I went too deep. Oh, that's a problem. Now I don't have anything to unscrew them. Well, actually, I think somewhere in here there is this other tool, this multi-tool. So this should be good for driving drivers. And let's try this one. It's really tough. And this is a bit unscrewable. I guess the other way. Okay, now it seems quite secure. And now the big question, how far away do I have to go to see my feet? I guess not actually how far away, how close. Okay, I just don't know how mirrors work. Maybe that will be good, because this I want mostly for tailoring, because you know I need to actually look at myself properly, how stuff looks like, and if that, like looking down like this still won't be enough, then I can just take some stool, stand on a stool. Okay, I think that should be good. Anything else I want to do? 33. Where is the brush? Oh, and here. Okay. So this was kind of partially a success. It's mostly done, but it still needs some work. Yeah, for the next time I have to reroute the temperature probe connection to D1 instead of D8, and then I have to get another relay, a different relay. Anything else to do? I wanted to start doing some video editing, but there is not enough time for that, not enough time to even start, and also not enough time to play Minecraft or to do anything. maybe I will just call it a day in here right now. And then what do I want to do on Thursday? Because tomorrow, as always, it's gonna be my day off. On Wednesdays, on Thursday, I want to finish this. Yeah, I assume that I will get all of the materials. But I won't get the materials for the next project, and the next project being the Edwardian and Edwardian dressing gown. I think is it the next on the list? Make wooden document shelf. I should probably reorder stuff on this. On this list, because I won't make this in this order. Next thing I want to do is Edwardian dressing gown, and for that I need some velvet, some silk, and some what was this other name? This like this padding, wadding, yeah. Some wadding, and I think that's it, because for the lining I will use this fabric that I already have. I did check if I have enough of it, and it seems that I do. So yeah, just velvet, silk, and wadding, and it's not that easy to find it. And even when I will actually find it, I assume it won't be one-day delivery, so I will probably start making the dressing gown on probably next week. I don't think I will get all of the materials even on Friday. So yeah, and then I guess until next Monday I will just do some other small tasks. Do some video editing, maybe, and maybe some shop organization. Maybe I will try to do some more storage in here, some more shelves, if I will find some particle boards or something, because I have to have definitely more shelves in this area. In here, because I constantly run out of space in here. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you on Thursday. Bye. Why am I screaming? I have microphone on my lapel. Anyway, see you on Thursday. Bye. Not this key binding.